Hola bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic Official. I'm Magic Mel and this is my angel Charles. Welcome to episode 11 of season 10. Wow, we're rolling. I hope you're doing well on this Monday, 9th of October. I gave you my two little, they're not preachings, the last two episodes. They're more like imparting my experience and my knowledge and wisdom. Okay, so check them out. And what would a day be without our little short fairy tale story might reflect you or resonate with you? So let's go. Vamos allá. I'm connecting with your Asga team. Excuse me, my nose for spirit guides. Connecting with your Asga team. What story needs to be told or wants to be told today? Thank you so much. What's the first card? Let's go for 6 so we don't go like crazy. Yeah, guys, it's an interesting time. It's unparalleled, apparently, in the entire galaxies and universe, the time of transition we're going through right now. So if you are here with me, which you are incredibly valuable in this process. So take your healing seriously, okay? And for everything else, be lighthearted. Okay, first card out, and you are going to laugh or shake your head. Yes, it's true. Remember this card? Came out before, and I see some color synchronicity going on here. Our proverbial tug of war. Maybe something that was lighthearted or meant to be a harmless tug of war turned out to be quite a battle. It's hot, the sand is hot, and it's becoming strenuous. So, do you feel like you are in an energetic tug of war either with yourself or with someone else, and no one is giving in? See what comes up next. What's the next card in this story? Thank you so much. As I was saying, these are epic times, guys. I mean, the changes that we're going through and that we are facing are epic. So we gotta learn how to flow with the energy and not resist the energies, because it will cause us suffering if we resist. Tower moments. And we want to flow. And flow meaning stay so present to the present moment that you're constantly recalibrating to your internal truth. The truth that feels right for you internally. It's a moment by moment flow. Nothing is rigid. We cannot fixate on an idea because ideas tend to be rigid. The more we flow in the present moment, the smoother this transition will be. Trust me, I'm speaking as someone who's majorly resisted in the past. It caused me so much pain and suffering. It was tremendous. However, I also tell you that everything serves us. So the lessons I learned from my own resistance serve me. A, because I'm not going back there again. And B, because I can share my experience with you and perhaps guide you. Or at least share my experience and give you a chance to choose for yourself. Okay, maybe I should avoid that. Or you follow your own experience, you know. I mean, we all have our unique path. Just know that whatever happens serves you. We can use the contrast to make us wiser and to help us choose differently. And remember, it's all about choice. Anyway, Magic Mel, stop talking. What's the next card out here? Thank you so much, the angels, spirit guides, dear ancestors. 10-10 portal coming up. I mean, gosh, these portals is like what? From 1 to 12. 1 portal, 2 portal, 3 portal, go crazy, man. With all these shifts and astrology, I mean, I'm not even keeping up with that. I'm just posting my videos every day. Snapshots here. Bite-sized episodes of Mel's Magic Official. What's our question? Well, we didn't have a question. We just said, what's the next card out? Ooh, I haven't had this card, so it's this card in the reverse. So let's look at it. Upright. Ooh, the mechanisms and the labyrinth of our mind. They can lead us to dark places. To be lost in the mind can really drive us insane and cause all kinds of mental disorders, and it will affect our whole being. That goes hand in hand with flowing, no? If we start to go up into the mind and disconnect from the present moment, we're going to end up looking like this, like a brain on fire. Let's relate it back to our story here. Perhaps you are trying to figure out in your head how to get out of this tug of war, energetic tug of war. Maybe that this energetic tug of war is happening within you. Maybe there are two aspects of you that are against each other or in contrast to each other, or it's an outer situation where you feel with some other person you're in this battle and you don't know how to get out of it. You're trying to think your way out of it, trying to think what the solution is. Let's see how that goes. One more card. Thank you so much. What's the next card here? From my own experience, I was never able to think my way out of problems. We got to use our entire being to make decisions. If we don't check in with our emotions, how we actually feel about things, it's very difficult to make a just mental decision. All of this overthinking is causing a standstill. Remember the windmill with no wind. All is standing still and you are stuck in your mind. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's the next card? Thank you so much. We had that windmill before too. What is next? I'm not even going to ask any questions. Let's just see what the cards bring. Let's be open. Let's be fluid. Let's flow. It's essential, guys, that we nourish our mind. Our mind needs to be tended to, just like our car, just like our garden, just like our pets, just like our body. Got to make sure we feed the mind with positive nutrients. To give it a rest also. Like literally, see your mind as a motor. It can't be running all of the time. Otherwise, it's just all the monkeys will break loose. Crazy monkey mind. Gotta give it some rest. And not just rest by scrolling on the phone. And I have been culpable of that too. But literally, stop thinking. Meditate. Do something. Go out into nature. Okay, that is giving your mind a rest. And feeding it consciously good thoughts, positive thoughts, because our thoughts affect our feelings and our emotions. It's interconnected. So if you think about things that make you sad or make you fearful, you will feel fear and you will enter a fear state. Or you can think about that which you want to create, that which makes you feel good, that which you desire, and then feel yourself into that state. And you change your being. Remember, we're human beings, not human minds, although we've lived in the mind for a large part of our history. I think up to the 80s, purely mind is crazy. So it's time to reconnect with the rest of our being. And ask yourself, literally, every now and then, stop. What am I being? What kind of human being am I in this very moment? What am I feeling? Am I in a state of fear? Am I in a state of gratitude? Because that state you're in will define your beingness, your human beingness. And now we have the great opportunity to redefine what it means to be a human being. Are we a human being full of anger and hatred and fear? Or are we a human being that is embodying love? We have never come across this character. I'm going to show it to him. Oops, show you to him. You see him? He's like a conductor of an orchestra. So, you got to realize that you are the director of your own ecosystem, your own symphony. Just like I was saying, you can directionalize your mind and your state of being by putting yourself into that state that is higher vibrational. Let's see what comes out next. Got 4 cards already, so 2 more. Thank you so much. What comes after the director? gosh, I haven't been to like a classical concert for like decades, I think. Apparently I fell asleep, like sound asleep, in a Beethoven concert in Hawaii. I was like 6 years old, and it was so loud, apparently, the drums and everything, and I was just sound asleep. What a shame. I would have liked to remember that moment, or that concert. Okay, what card comes out next? Thank you so much. Here we go. Ooh, we know this guy. He is the banker, the stockholder, the bookkeeper. Look at all this, a safe open with all the goods, with all the stash, with all the cash back there, and he looks a bit like me today, but I climbed the mountain. But he looks like tired from bookkeeping. I mean, gosh, imagine like trying to take stock account for all of that money. At the end of the day, you know, I read the Petit Prince, the Kleine Prince, the Little Prince, again just this week, and the Little Prince goes to one planet where it's just this guy counting and counting and counting. He doesn't even know what he's counting. He's lost in his numbers. That's how this guy looks like. Sometimes we don't even know what we're counting for, why we're running after all of these. Well, I mean, money is important, but to make it the center of everything is everything out of balance is maybe not beneficial for us. So it seems like you realize that you are the director of your own symphony, and that, remember, this came out in the reverse, that precisely what I just said, just sitting on all of the money for the money's sake is not making you happy. So what is the last card? Is it the last card? Yes, the last card. And I'll show you all of the cards in a bit. Paste the story together. This is like a cortometraje, a short story in evolution right in front of your eyes. What's the last card here? If it's a star, I'm gonna just like mic drop. Come on, universe, give us another card. Give us a different card. Well, I mean, whatever. Okay, give us what you want. Vamos, last card. Thank you so much. What do you think by these bite-sized videos, by the way? What are you guys thinking? Is it easier for you? Because it also gives me a chance to not go off in all directions, to kind of focus what I'm talking about onto one topic. So it's easier to archive and easier to just make sense of things. It's me trying to be in my masculine, you know, like more strategic. That's a whole other episode I'm going to talk about tomorrow. What does it mean to be in our divine feminine and divine masculine aspects? Because we both need each other. We need to work together again. That's a big obstacle of the 3D world also. Separated the divine masculine from the divine feminine. In the new earth, 5D consciousness, we're coming back together in our exalted version, in our sacred version, in our divine version, not in the distorted version, which we have been in the 3D, manipulating our ways around each other and through each other. Last card here, please, universe. I'm running out of things to say. Never. Yeah, that hike was just, I got some sun as well. Remember, you know, we're not supposed to smack on the sun lotion right away. We're supposed to get like 5 minutes at least sunlight so we can process the vitamin D. Oh, and speaking of percentage and fact checking, we are 60% water, the body. The brain is 85% water. See? So take everything with a pinch of salt. Even what I'm sharing on here. Do not put me on a pedestal. Use your own discernment. Ask your own questions. I always encourage you. Okay, universe, come on, I'm getting tired of shuffling here. Okay, one more. There we go. Last card to the short story on the 9th of October. Ooh, look at this guy. Talking about the shadow. Here's our devil. Let's paste this together. You know, this guy is probably running the show of this internal tug of war, internal or external tug of war. And the devil is an interesting aspect, yeah? The devil is not usually the one who's like storming in and who you think the devil is. The devil is very sneaky. The devil is probably the voice in you that's telling you, you know what? Just stay the same. Why bother? Why evolve? You're so comfortable here. Here, I'm going to give you this money or this opportunity, and you just give me your soul in exchange. Ojo, cuidado. The devil will whisper to you sweet nothings, temptation. Okay, it might look all glittery, but not all that glitters is gold. So look at him talking about gold. The gold here literally is like skulls. It's a bit morbid, but again, look deeper. Do not get fooled. Do not get tempted. Inquire. Be discerning. If something feels off about a good opportunity, a glimmering opportunity, offer, whatever, just check in with your discernment. It could just be, if it's fear, then also ask yourself, okay, what is my fear telling me? Is my fear warning me? Or is it fear from old programming? Is it fear from my ego just telling me that I'm about to step out of my comfort zone? You got to make that internal process yourself. But I'm telling you, the devil is not obvious. The devil is quite subtle and deceptive. Okay? And by devil, I mean like all of these shadow aspects that try and keep us, that try and tempt us away, that try and distract us from the real work. And I told you the real work nowadays is the inner work to heal, to become empowered again, to become sovereign again, to be able to shed the light of our awareness onto the sneaky devil voices that want to pull us off our path. Yeah, with all kinds of temptations and seductions and short-term benefits that in the long run, like addictions, are not good for you. Yeah. Okay, so it feels like this internal tug of war is literally the devil operating from the shadow and keeping you somehow in overthinking and stuck with no movement forward. Excuse me. You are realizing that you are the leader and the director of your orchestra. And the good thing is, you are also realizing what no longer serves you. So perhaps an excess of materiality or an excess of possessions or just this obsession, because the devil is also about obsession, getting, obsessing about money without seeing the bigger picture, what good money can bring. If it's money just for greed's sake, it's not really serving you, no? But this came out in the reverse. So perhaps actually this is a chance for you in this situation to become aware of your shadow aspects. And it ties in well with the last episodes because I've been talking about the shadows. So don't fear the devil. Quite to the contrary, face him, welcome him. I told you, and there's a drawing I'll show you next time, I forgot to bring it up, where I painted the devil. There's me sitting by a table with some tea, and then there's my devil in the spotlight. Invite your devil voices to have some tea and ask them, what have you got to say? Listen and then discern. Does this serve me? Is this truly for my highest good? Or is this some kind of seduction and temptation and distraction that's trying to get me off my true soul's path? Get to know your own devil. And they're all sneaky voices come up in different ways. And then ask for angelic guidance, like protection and guidance and clarity to discern who is speaking. Is it the angel or is it the devil? And I'm telling you, the angel, you might think that an angel is the devil first, because you know what? Human angels, they come in with a sword of truth, Archangel Michael's sword of truth, and they might say something that is so triggering to you because we don't usually like to hear the truth. Our ego doesn't like it. Our ego likes to not deny the truth, no? So you might think that the actual angel holding the sword is the devil, but you got it mixed up. And you think that, the sweet talker is the angel. No, it's the other way around. The sweet talker is the devil, and the one with the sword of truth is the angel. Okay, so be discerning, guys. We gotta foster discernment. Very important. What serves me? What doesn't? What feels true? What feels false and deceptive? You gotta sift through these voices, scenarios, people, situations. Okay? Start with your own psychological ecosystem first. Okay? Vamos allá. That's it. 20 minutes. This was episode 11. Thank you for being here, for your attention. Let me know what you think about this story, if it resonated with you, and like, share, and subscribe for more. I appreciate every one of you. If you want to support Mel's Magic Official, join me on Patreon. Support me via Patreon. Okay, guys? Check it out. The link is in the description box below. And I'll see you for episode 12 coming up super soon. Ciao, bandidos.